evening, folks, and welcome to Fort Knox. Get ready for a spectacular event. We are in Fort Knox. Welcome to another paranormal investigation. Welcome to a beautiful day in Ireland and a fantastic paranormal investigation coming right up with a special guest today, Joe McDowell. Get your tea ready and your biscuits. Okay, folks, are you ready? I am. Good evening, folks, and welcome to another spectacular event, Paranormal Tech here. My name is Philip. We're just going to turn around the camera and we're going to get you straight into this, guys. Good evening to you all. So we're going to turn around the camera and let's see, can we get the camera turned around? Let's hope it does turn around. 1 second. Come on, camera. Folks, welcome to another paranormal investigation. My name is Philip from Paranormal Tech, as you all know. Hello to Carpy Chris, hello to all our moderators, and hello to everybody who's joining us. As you've seen by the sign, we are in Fort Knox. It is actually another beautiful day in Ireland. So there's the sign there, Fort Knox. If you can see it there, Fort Knox. What a beautiful scenery we have today. Look at the beautiful countryside as well. And we're actually sitting up at the top of the hills here, out here in O'Mead. So we're going to take you on a spectacular event. And guess what? The Wi-Fi actually works in the tomb. Unbelievable. It's maybe because we're high up, but the Wi-Fi actually is working inside the tomb. The tomb is known as Fort Knox, okay? The tomb is known as Fort Knox. Let's give you some of the history of the place first before we start getting into it. Back in the early 1940s, the farmers around here were actually ploughing their land and they came across 3 tombs in here. So they rang up the OPW in Dublin and they sent out their team out here and they found a tomb, so they had to get another team out to investigate what was going on, and they found 60 bodies in the tomb where we're going to investigate today. It's known as Fort Knox tomb. Now there's other 3 tombs, but they're all sealed up. You won't be able to get in, but we're definitely getting into one. So let's get straight in. We have a special guest all waiting up in the tomb, ready to go. His name is Joe, and that is Caroline's dad. So we're just going to turn around the camera. Let me take you on the wee trip where we're going right now. So let's go on this little wee trip. So we're going to drop down. So here we are. We're just going to walk up this little wee old path here. So you can see it there, Mr. Finton White. Turn left at the crossroads, 7th house on the right, Kilmoon Road, 1 mile, deposit required for the key, refundable before 6 o'clock. So if you're coming here, There's €20 deposit required here, and if you have the key back before 6 o'clock, which we will be, because we're hoping to get home to do another paranormal investigation tonight. So this road will take you right up to the tomb, and you can see where they are ploughing the fields even to this very day. You can see it there, it looks beautiful. And we take up this little road up here. So enjoy it. So hello to all our paranormal investigators who are watching today. Hello to Patricia McDowell. Hello to Caroline who's watching. Hello to Chris White who's watching as well. I'm not keeping an eye in chat, so just sit back and enjoy it for the next hour and a half. And we're going to do this paranormal investigation. In this location where we are, there's 60 bodies actually found back in the 40s, back in this little tomb. You can see the little tomb to the left there, the little mountain of a hill. So we're going to take it. What a beautiful day it is. I'm not watching chat for a minute because I have the camera up about 20 foot up in the sky so you can see what's going on. I have it on the tripod. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day again in Ireland. It was supposed to be pissing down. So hello Kevin. Kevin didn't make it on this one, he fell asleep. And Joe was up at the crack of dawn. So Martin was up as well. So Martin and Joe are actually in the tomb. Believe it or not, we have the rampart set up in the tomb, and I had to knock off the rampart because the rampart was screaming absolutely mad. Let's hope it'll take off again for us today. So there is the beautiful sign of the countryside. Look at this. You're not going to get this anywhere in Ireland. You're not going to get any other paranormal investigator showing the research and history of Ireland like we do, and giving as much history as we can. So this is going to be this is probably going to be my favorite location of all. And absolutely, I love it. Absolutely love it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lift up the camera as high as I can put it. In that field in there, guys, there's actually 2 more tombs in there. And there's actually 2 more tombs in there, but we may have a look at them before we leave. And they are covered up. So we are making it. We're going to walk on top of the tomb before we go in, before we introduce you to our special guest tonight. We're actually delighted we have him for the first time ever. It's Caroline's dad. So in here, in this field in here, there's 2 more tombs located, and they are sealed up. You can't get into them. But at least we're getting into one. So we're walking down here, guys. I can't believe how there's coverage in the tomb, and that's to be honest with you, I can't understand that at all. Just can't understand how there is. So look at the beautiful countryside here, guys. Absolutely wonderful. And if you look up here, guys, the little white sign up there, there's actually another tomb up there. There's actually 2 more tombs up there, and for some reason they're not letting. So there is Joe, everybody. There's Caroline's dad. So Caroline is watching now, and that. So Joe is delighted. I'm just going to get Joe. Can I just give you that box a second, Joe, and leave it inside. And there's Bud as well. I'm just going to give them then I'm just going to give them a guided tour of the place first. Walk around, and we do, yeah. We do. Just give me a second. Just inside. So there is, and there's Joe. They're going to go in the tomb. This is the tomb. We're going to give you a quick. So the little steps going up here. So let's bring you up the steps. Huh? What's that? Oh, you'll have a look now. So to bring these up on top of the tomb first. So we're up on top of the tomb. You can see all these little holes here. So we're right up on top of the tomb here now, right? Right up on top. And you can see all the little bars in here. That's for ventilation back in years and years and years ago. So we're right up on top of the tomb. Take a look at that beautiful scenery. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Take a look at that. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Over there, there's another tomb there to the left hand side. There's no access into it. There's another tomb up here to the right hand side. But we're able to get into this tomb here. Okay, we're able to get into this tomb right in across. So we have full control of this tomb at the moment. Our deposit is paid. So let's take you into the tomb. But I just want to show you that beautiful scenery. So and we're just going to bring you down here now. So back down again. So let's go down here. There's actually a man driving cattle out on the road. Hope they don't hit the cars. So just go down here. And so Joe wants us to show.
So I want to be beside water, so.
What would that be, Joe?
I rather wouldn't need water beside him. So water better place, no.
No.
No, so.
What would that be, Joe?
Water, what would it be?
A mink?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a big hole there, look. So you can see the big hole. That's what Joe was trying to show. So we'll go in there in a minute. We're just going to give you some of the little history of the place before we go in. Well, actually, we'll do a walk around, guys, as well. We'll walk around in a circle, and I'll actually give you this, Joe. You can bring this in as well. And I'll be with you in 2 seconds. So that's Joe. Let's give you a guided tour before we go in the tomb.
I got the place.
Huh?
I got the place. It's a store on the lab. This here.
Yeah.
It's in the lab. It's just up over that.
Yeah.
It's in here on the lab.
Yeah, because, oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So Joe found the stone. So it's called the Fort Knox Passage Tomb. So you can see it there. The Passage Tomb in Ireland were built by groups of farmers people between the year 3000 BC and 2500 BC, just before the introduction of metal, before they even came across into metal. But we're going back really back to the Norman times of a burial chamber. That's what it's called, a burial chamber. Research long passages contained within the ground mount of the earth. Small mounts are desaturated, and you can say about the artwork. A very wide pre-spacious chamber which is organised by a hard-wooded roof supported by a central pole. So that's just giving you a rough idea of it. Human faces were known from these periods. That's what it's saying here. Humans' faces were known from the periods. So this is where we're going to walk in here now in a second. We're going to walk around here, and there's 3 little chambers in here, and there's actually carvings inside here. You're going to see it now in a couple of minutes. It's called the Fort Knox Passage Tomb. And back in, it says here 3000 BC to 2005 BC, but in this tomb here, we're just going to tell you back, just before we start getting back in here, let's turn around the camera here. So what they're trying to say here, back in 1940s, the farmers were ploughing the lands back here, back in the years 1940s, and the farmers found this tomb here behind us, and the OPW sent a gang of people out from Dublin to do research in this place, and they found 60 bodies inside this tomb, and there is 2 other tombs over here as well, so I don't know the story about it, but there's 60 bodies found in here. So let's walk around the tomb before we walk in, and the coverage is absolutely fantastic. I'm not ignoring chat, guys. I just want to try and get into this as quick as I can. Just going to walk around the tomb, show as quick as I can. Hello to everybody who's watching, and hello to everybody who's watching it back pre-live. Hello to Carpy Chris. Hello to Matt T UK. Hello to Anne Rees. Hello to Caroline as well. Caroline is there as well, and hello to Kevin. We're not ignoring chat, but we'll get back into it. I just want to show you what it's like around the tomb. A beautiful, beautiful countryside. You can hear the birds singing. Beautiful, beautiful place. Imagine back in the 1940s. This was used as a burial ground or something, but they found 60 bodies. When they discovered this mount, they found 60 bodies inside it back in the 1940s. So let's get in. Let's pray to God the coverage will stick. And this is the tomb as we're going to walk in. Lights are on, and we're going to make our way in very, very slowly now. We are going to walk in. So go for it. Some of this. So here we go. We're going to walk in here very, very slowly. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn around, and we're going to walk in here very, very slowly. You can see Kevin and Joe, or Martin and Joe in here at the moment. So what I want to do is I'm going to turn around the light as well and switch on this light. There's actually carvings in the stones as well. So we're just going to bring the Wi-Fi with us because we don't want to lose the Wi-Fi, and try and give you as much of evidence as possible as we can. So as we're walking into the tomb, there's a big huge steel door here. Now I don't know what this big steel door is for back in the time, but I would say back in the time maybe it was something to keep their treasures, maybe their guns or their weapons, whatever. And there's a big old cast iron, it's actually made of concrete, and you can see the outlets in it. So we're going to make our way into the tomb very, very slowly. Let's pray to God, and pray to God the coverage will stay. Absolutely a spectacular place. So Joe says he found something here. What you?
No, it's out. It's in the stone.
Yeah, no, this is actually a. Is there? Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to show people what it is first. Here's another piece of old art here. Look at the way they carved in the rock here. Look at this, absolutely amazing. You can see here. Look at the carving here in the rock here. Look, absolutely amazing. Back 2,000 years ago, all these carvings that were here in the rocks here. And there's actually somewhere there is on a stone of a carving of a face of a man. I don't think it's the one Joe has, but it's somewhere here.
No, it's on the left.
Is it?
Yeah, it said it's on the left.
Oh.
You see that? That's the tail.
Yeah.
That's the nose. So.
Yeah. Joe saying.
What's it like when you see that's another one?
Yeah.
No, that's yeah.
So that's actually Joe. Yeah.
What's it like?
Oh, I can see it there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there now.
Yeah. I can see it. You can see all around here slowly and see what I can see here, guys. Before we start doing any paranormal investigation, we're gonna see what we can see. There's actually another big, huge rock here, and you can see the carvings around in circles. See here, where the spirit box is. You can see circles there. See that? Like little circles going around it, and there's actually that big, huge granite stone there. There's a lot of carving in that one as well. I'm just gonna walk, just try and show you as much as we can, guys. See if we can find anything. There's a here with all the carving. See that, Joe? Yeah. So that big carving and that as well. Now, I actually don't know what's up on the top of it. That's where the people would. Do you know something? That's where the people would have slept, Joe. Up on top. Probably. That's where the people would have slept up here. See that? All the way around. They would have slept up here in the top.
There was a wooden pole here on the wooden roof.
Yes. Yeah.
There was a wooden pole.
So there was the big wooden pole coming down.
Pole then, and that was a wooden roof.
Oh, wooden roof. Yes. So I don't know what this is for. There's like a seat, isn't it, Joe, in there?
Well,
like a seat in here.
It's like a seat, yeah.
It's like a seat in here, isn't it? Definitely like a seat in here. So let's keep. We'll do the start our paranormal investigation then. So there's three kind of little sitting areas here. Here's another big granite stone, and you can see all the carvings in it, years and years, hundreds of years ago, when that was all carved in from whoever lived in here. Another big carving stone.
Right, leave this key here.
Yeah.
Locks the door.
We will be locking the door ourselves. We're going to lock it ourselves.
Sorry, good.
We'll be locking ourselves. Yeah. We'll be locking ourselves in here in a few minutes. So I'm just going to give everyone a quick guided tour. This coverage is amazing. And because we're getting coverage here, I am going to be back here. Definitely, we're going to be back here again. Just going to try and show you all the outlets. As much as I can, the outlets here, whatever they were for. Yeah.
Second table, including tents, was taken out. It was right into.
Yeah.
It's 3,004 Christ or something.
Yeah. Actually, 2,000 years, 2000 BC is actually the right. Yeah. No. I'm just going to try and give you as much as I can off the place before we do any start in any paranormal investigation. But up here, looks like there's places up here where people slept. I'll show you guys. So that definitely looks like a bedded area up there. Definitely 100%, without a jit. That was a bedding area for people to sleep in back in the heyday, Joe. Definitely. So I would say the people would have slept up there, Joe. Yeah. 100% the people would have slept up there. And you can see the old roof as well. Do you feed? They're asking me, do I feed it in here? We actually did put on the rampart a few minutes ago, and we got a great response. And in here, 60 people were found dead in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn around the camera. We are going to face it at us first before we start. And we're going to get Joe to come in here as well, and Martin. Just 2 seconds, we'll just turn around this light here. And we'll get going in 2 seconds. We turn down the light, and we're just going to get everybody here, Joe as well. Joe, you start.
See ya.
Just 1 second now, Martin. Just turn down this light. So, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fort Knox. So, this is Joe, and Joe is Caroline's dad, and we brought Joe on the trip today because Joe is starting to like our paranormal investigation. Let me just turn down the light so that looks so you can see us. So we're Martin here. So this place goes back to 2000 BC, and it's absolutely remarkable that we're able to show you live in the tomb. And this is the tomb where they found 60 bodies buried back in here back in 1940. Now, Martin, before we start any, would you like to, what's your thoughts about this place?
You can feel your past, the Celtic roots and all. It's fantastic.
You can see all the carvings in the stones. So we're just bringing it over to Joe. Joe, what's your impressions about the place?
Oh, it's unusual. I've never seen anything like it before. You know.
What kind of roof do you think that, Joe? That looks like copper, or it looks like
concrete.
Concrete, isn't it?
It's concrete now, but it was a wooden roof.
Originally would have been wood.
Wood, and the pole was coming down from the middle. The whole lot.
Yeah, but how did they make that roof? Because this was done back in 2000.
Oh, maybe the council did it, you know what I mean?
It's too modern. Roof
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
No, it's made of black. It's made of coal. It's like coal. You can see it. It's like coal. So we are here. Caroline, it's hello to everybody in chat. So hello to everybody before we start. Say hello to Paranormal Tech. You look like you look like it, Chris. So I don't know what Caroline says. Hello to everybody.
Hello.
And
How you doing?
so Joe's going to say hello to everybody as well. So hello, Joe.
Hello there.
And say hello, Martin.
How you doing, folks?
So hello to everybody. Hello to all our mods. Hello to everybody. Smile, Joe, says Caroline. Right, Joe, take a seat. Martin, take a seat. And we're going to start our paranormal investigations. But what we're going to do in this one, I am going to turn on the RAM pod, and I'm going to ask Martin to close the front door so we go into complete darkness, and we're going to try. I want to go there next time, says Caroline. It's absolutely amazing spot, isn't it, Joe? Yeah. Brilliant. Martin, just be careful you have the key with us, because when you lock us in, there's no other way out of here. That's it. No, lock it if you can. Yeah. We're locked in the tomb. Looks nice and cozy. Actually, you know something? It wouldn't be bad coming here on a rainy day either. So we're locked in.
We single bed.
Yeah, this is a great old place for, we can't say the names, but anyway, that's our show, isn't it? It's okay, isn't it? Okay, Martin, you ready? No. Have you locked? If you can't lock it, doesn't matter. Just have the key in your hand. So you're waiting for Martin. Don't, as long as the door's closed, Martin, don't worry about it.
Don't lock it then.
Yeah.
I might not. Outside.
Yeah, it's all right, sorry. Just keep the key in your pocket. Just keep the door closed.
Outside.
It's all right. All right, take a seat. Just hand me that RAM pod, Martin.
Turn it on.
Yeah, no, just give it to me. So we're going to put on the RAM pod. And we're going to, so everybody knows what the RAM pod is now. This is the RAM pod, and it's the spirits are supposed to be able to communicate. It's supposed to pick up a different temperature. It's supposed to take up an entity. And if the spirits around us, this device will work indeed. So there it is. The RAM pod is on. RAM pod. So there's three devices. There's RAM, antenna, and look at this already. Look, absolutely great. And we're not even started yet. So Martin, what I want you to do is put this on the ground. In the centre as quick as you can. Try not to touch it. Quick as you can. And press the left button, Martin. Press the left button. Press the middle button. I walk away. Okay, just hold that a minute. I don't want them to drain it. They're draining it very quick.
Yep.
Okay, spirits, please walk away for a few minutes, please.
Candles out.
That's it, done. Now, we're all set. RAM pod is set. We're up and running, and we're going to change the devices now. So Martin, take a seat and relax. And what we're going to do is we're going to knock off this light here. And we're just going to go back up here a minute. Something is going on here with this. That's more like it. And we get rid of that. So we're going to turn around the camera. We're going to point it exactly towards the RAM pod, so you can see what's going on. So there's the RAM pod on with the light. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the camera pointed towards the RAM pod. And we're going to try and get the spirits of Fort Knox tomb to try and communicate with. You can actually hear our echo in here now, can't you?
Yeah.
So spirits, my name is Philip. You can hear my echo in this room, spirits. 60 bodies were supposed to be detected in this tomb back in 1940. If there's any spirits in this castle, or this is the tomb, 65, says Martin. So if there's any spirits here would like to try and communicate with, try and use the devices we have here. This is the RAM pod. If you come around that and touch that, you'll be able to try and interact with it, and try and do the same thing to this device as well, spirits. So please try and do that, spirits. It's all set up now. So what we're going to do the spirit box now, and we'll be able to do EVPs in here as well because it's so quiet in here. So it's on, the ramp pod is on, the men meter is on. So good evening, folks. You're all very welcome to Fort Knox tomb in County Meath. This place was founded back in the 1940s, and there were 65 bodies known as today as Fort Knox tomb. There's carvings in the stones. You can actually see in the tombs where people were actually buried up, where people used to be able to sleep up on top of the stones. So this is what the house. This is where people used to live back in them times, in little tombs like this. So we're actually delighted to bring you live on our tour here today. Let's turn on the spirit box. Do we miss Kevin? No, he should have been there, right, Joe? He should have been here. So earphones in. Let's try and put on the spirit box now, and we'll see, can we try and communicate with the spirits of Fort Knox tomb. Spirits of Fort Knox tomb. My name is Philip. I'm a paranormal investigator. We're joining today. We come with love, joy, and respect. I have Martin with me and Joe. If you wish to speak to any of us spirits, try and use the devices we have today. Say the name Joe if you want to speak to Joe. Say the name Kevin, or Kevin's not here. Say the name Martin if you want to speak to Martin. And if you wish to speak to myself, my name is Philip. 65 bodies were found in this tomb known as Fort Knox tomb. Spirits, can you come around me, please? And try and communicate with me, spirits. We are in Fort Knox tomb in County Meath. Spirits off the tomb, can you come forward, please, and try and activate the ramp pod in front of us? You can touch the red light. Please do not be afraid of us. We are paranormal investigators researching in evidence in the afterlife. If there's any spirits trapped or lost, please come forward. This is your chance to speak to us now. Good evening, spirits. Come forward, please.
Some of the ghosts.
Ghost? No? Yeah. Hello, spirits. Good evening to you all. My name is... Please do not be afraid of us. Was there 65 bodies found in here back in 1940? Come on. Can you talk to us today? Does your spirit still live on here? Does your spirit still live on here?
Nothing in it.
Come on. My name is Philip. How many spirits lived in here? How many spirits lived here? The story should be true that they found 65 bodies in this tomb back in 1940. Come on. Are the stories true? Come on. Speak to me. My name is Philip. I'm a paranormal investigator. Researching in the afterlife.
But I could.
Grading on the walls, yes. Are you the spirit that carved the stones? Did you carve on? Did you carve on these stones? Spirits, can you come around me, please? Come on, yes, thank you. Can you do this? Can you do that?
Great. So excited.
You excited?
Next.
Are you standing next to me? Come on. I'm trying to communicate with the spirits that were lived here 2,000 years ago. Can you come around with me, please? Touch these devices.
Well, like, okay.
Can you do that again? Can you touch any of these devices I have on the ground? Come on. Can you touch any of these devices? Can you touch any of these devices I have here with me tonight? I know you're here. Come on. Let's play a game. Can you do this for me? To prove to me you're here? Any of these devices? Come on. Touch any of these devices here, and you can try and communicate with me by doing this. Can you do this? Come on. What happened in this tomb? Was this a tomb belonging to? Was this a tomb belonging to people?
86.
What's that?
Mike.
Come on. What are you trying to say to
You
us?
have to be.
Oh, that's cursing now, Joe. Come on, spirits. Back in 1940, the Irish government sent a team of archaeologists, is that how you pronounce it?
We're rich.
And they found 65 bodies in here.
Yep. Good.
Are the stories be true?
Attention. Yeah.
Come on. Are the stories to be true? Come on, spirits, don't be afraid of us.
Is to see if from.
Come on, spirits, speak to us. My name is Philip, Joe, and Martin. Do you wish to speak to us? This is a great time. This is a great time for to speak to us now. Was this a place for burial, or was this actually your home? Was this your home, spirits? What do you think of Joe in the time? Would people lived here?
I came from myself, yeah.
What would you think, Joe, or Kevin, or Martin?
Yeah, I'd say so.
But the gardens up the tomb,
Yeah.
because there was
No, it's not.
beads and stuff left here.
So we're just going to turn around here to Martin for a second. Just sit there, Martin, and we're going to sit there, Martin. Martin, so give people a rough idea what happened?
I say it would have been a Celtic fortress.
Yeah,
Saying on the sign it was a burial ground.
a burial ground. But they did find 60 bodies in here in 19...
65 bodies, it says on the sign outside there.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think people would have lived here?
I think so, yeah.
Huh?
3000 BC to 350.
It was a burial and that had the chambers should have put vessels and beads and other stuff. You know what I mean? Should have been left there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have that door.
No, but see where Joe is standing, guys, at the moment. You can see Joe's head. Look at the carving that's in on that. Look at the artwork that's in on that stone. Absolutely. That's going back 2,000 years ago. And they were carved they were carved in on the stones. Now, to get Wi-Fi, to go live on YouTube, to show you this tomb known as Fort Knox tomb, it's absolutely, for me, as a paranormal, it's an amazing job to do it. Where you can see the carving in the stones over Joe's head. But over Joe's head, it looks like a lobby area where people used to sleep back in the heyday with, like hay and all that, and they used to go to sleep. Possibly that is where they would sleep. I reckon this was a place where people did live back in 2,000 years ago, and I reckon people did live here, Joe. But I can't understand, Joe, what are them slots? There's 3 slots where you are. There's one there. There's another one there where Martin is. There's like slots, and there's another one right in front. But in these slots where we are, there's like a little chair. See there, look in there, Joe, where you are. There's like a little chair slot. So I actually don't know what to say. There's carvings in each one of these rocks. You just hold that. We just give people a guide before we do another spirit box. Let me bring you through bit by bit. what I'm trying to say to you, it's like a little chambers, the 3 chambers. So in every chamber we have carvings on the rocks. You can see all the carvings on the rocks here, guys, look, all carved in. So each one of these chambers have a reason. And every chamber, there's like a slot or something. I don't know what it is. Is it a tomb? Or what in the name of Jesus am I only after seeing? But anyway, it's like a little slot. So there's one slot there, a black shadow actually in there, and there's another carving you can see there again on the stone. And look at the artwork. Look at the artwork that's in the rocks. So the people lived here. This is going back to 2000 and BC. Is it a flood lather? I don't know, because there's another one here as well. Carpy. There's actually another one here. If I just show you, and it looks like someone was sitting, but there's no carvings over this one. There's only 2 carvings over, one where Joe is and the other one where Martin is, and there's no other carvings in it. So it just give you an idea of what it looks like. It's all little carvings. You can see it all here, all little stoneways and little carvings, all like years and years ago. You can see all the carvings on it. There's like a face of a person there on that stone there. And it goes back hundreds. This is going back 2,000 years ago, guys. You have to remember that. This is going back to 2,000 years ago. So there's the tomb that comes in. That's the entrance into the tomb. And look at the way the roof is. Absolutely amazing. And Joe reckons there was a big, huge pole in his time coming down from there. Right, Joe?
Yeah.
So let me try and show you guys that we won't be able to see. If you have a look up there, right up there, you can see a little sleeping area going all the way from right to left. You can see there, look, from right all the way to left. Only on this side of the tomb, you can see it right in. Let me bring you right in with the camera. Right in there, look. Little sleeping area. You can picture the people when they slept in here. They made to keep away from the wild animals back in them times. You have to remember, it's 2,000 years ago. And for somebody to have a home like this 2,000 years ago would have been, I said, that's why they found 65 bodies in it, because it would have took 65 people to build this and create this place. Absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to bring you right through it. I won't be able to see this myself, and you can see where all the people would have slept here. Amazing place. Absolutely amazing. So let's try and bring it a bit more all the way across. You can see where the wear and tear of all them stones are, and you can see where all the people would have slept, believe it or not, in their time. And it goes all the way up just like that. To me, it's absolutely amazing. Just to see that, it's amazing. And the roof then has little outlets there. You can see little outlets there. That's just to stop people from suffocating. So that's roughly a guided tour of the place. So let's come back to the paranormal investigation now in a second. Martin, we're just going to relax and we're going to turn it back here again. So let me just turn this back around this way so we'll get chatting to you guys. Let me turn this light around here. We hope you enjoyed. Let me turn around the camera here. Let me turn around the camera here, guys. So we have the light back turned. It's gone again. 1 second, guys. This camera does not want to turn back to me. Turn back to me. So there we're the camera's turned back to me. Myself and Carpy Chris, you see Carpy Chris is on there. Myself and Carpy Chris spent about 20 minutes corresponding to each other. I really didn't think I was going to be able to go live in this tomb. We are absolutely amazing. But can you see where the people would have snugged in under the blankets and underneath the hay, and underneath the sacks, underneath this tomb? Back many 2,000 years ago, and it was absolutely a spook. This place to me is amazing, and for us to show you live on YouTube this little tomb is absolutely amazing, and I'm absolutely delighted that I'm able to show you guys. So we're going to refresh the spirit box, and then we're going to take a wee break and walk outside and come back in again. So can everybody else see me, says Caroline. I don't know what she's on about. Are you here too, Caroline? I don't know. Hello to Sandra from Paranormal Investigator. Hello to you. Hello to Caroline. Hello to Joanna D. Hello to Carpy Chris. And hello to everybody who's watching us. So what we're going to do is we're going to say hello to everybody. We're hoping you... Come in, Martin.
How you doing, folks?
Gimbo Green, hello to you. Martin, come in here. Come on, you're like a leprechaun. You disappear. Come in and say hello to everybody. Come on, say hello.
How you doing, folks? How you doing, Carpy, Chris?
Gimbo Green and David Howard, that's my own brother, and Gilligan is there as well, and Caroline and Gumbo Green and Alison Parish. Hello to you
Alicia
as well.
Parish.
Alicia Paris and Gilligan and Patricia McDowell, Sandra Paranormal. Caroline is there as well, Carpy Chris and Joanna D. So hello to everybody. So let's refresh the spirit box. And what I want to do is I want to keep it at the millimeter and the RAM pod just in case the devices do activate. So we're going to run this for a couple of minutes and then we're going to put on the Paratex app and then we'll get chatting to you again, okay? So hope you're all enjoying it so far. Like and share because we're probably the only paranormal investigating team out there to deliver you some history of Ireland like the way we're doing it. This is an amazing place. Absolutely amazing. So we have the keys. We have full control of the tomb. So we're actually only 42 minutes now. We'll probably do about 2 hours here today, guys. And that's it because there is another castle up the road as well, straight up to the left side. And we're going to try and do that as well. So I'm just going to turn around the camera and because we want to try and go live as well. Hello to Life Afterlife TV. You're very welcome to this live broadcast. We are located in a tomb in County Omeath known as Fort Knox tomb. Back in County Meath, yeah.
You said Omeath.
Omeath. So 1940. Let me just turn around this camera here. Back in 1940, the farmers were ploughing the fields. Martin, you just maybe sit over there so I can get you on that one over there, Martin. 1940, the farmers were ploughing the lands out here, and they hit this tomb, Martin. And they rang. What's the name of the people that rang in Dublin?
Archaeology.
And they came up from Dublin and they investigated the tomb. They didn't just ordinarily find one tomb, Martin. They found 3 tombs. There's 2 more out there, Joe, in the field.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and they're disclosed. And this is the only one they let open to the public. And they found 65 bodies located. 65 bodies were found in this tomb known as Fort Knox tomb. So hello to Black Country Spirit Seekers and big hello to you as well. And you're very welcome to our live broadcast today known as Fort Knox tombs. Just in case you're joining us, this is Fort Knox tomb. We're actually live in a tomb at the moment. And this tomb was founded back in 1940 in Ireland. And it was discovered by a farmer in the 1940s. And there was actually 3 tombs discovered here. This tomb is called the Fort Knox. The reason why they call it the Fort Knox because there's actually four tombs in the same locality. And this tomb is actually, when they discovered it, they opened up the tomb and they found 65 bodies inside of this tomb. And there's all carvings, different type of shapes carved out in the rocks. It's absolutely amazing to see it and be able to go in here in the tomb and actually to go live is absolutely astonishing. Myself and Carpy Chris were downloading apps on their phones to see can we do pre-recording. So there's no need. Caroline's on chat. Our moderators are there as well. We're absolutely delighted to be able to show you the Fort Knox tomb live on YouTube. So we're going to... what we're going to do is we have the millimeter on the ground and the RAM pod right in the centre of the tomb, known as Fort Knox tomb. When we did come here first, the RAM pod did rip off. It didn't stop, so we had to redo it a few times. So we're going to activate the RAM pod now again, and we're going to activate the spirit wheel app, and we'll try and get it up and running. Caroline is saying, well, go laptop. So I'm going to say Caroline is saying go laptop later to see me what's gone wrong, Carpy. So I don't know what they're talking between themselves. So anyway, we're going to lights out. We're going to point them towards the RAM pod and the millimeter. We're going to try and save the lights. We're just going to reactivate the RAM pod to show you what this is the millimeter. The millimeter is actually reading 10 degrees. So there's the millimeter, and this is the RAM pod here. So there it is, and we have a RAM zone, and we have a temperature zone. And we have that one. So that's it. So good evening, spirits. My name is Philip. Myself and Joe are going to sit back in here. We're going to keep the camera on that for a couple of minutes. Spirits, can you come forward, please? Come on. Can you go forward, please? Speak to us. Spirits, my name is Philip. Can you come forward, please? Prisons? Help? Do you need help? Do you need help?
So,
So we're going to let it run for a minute because there's a great echo here, and we're all going to have a shout out. So let it run off for a minute, guys. Good evening, spirits.
Like,
Can you come forward, please? Have you a message for us?
had work. Not we were. She was.
Are you looking for a doctor?
About the
Spirits, what happened in here? It's okay.
weather aviation
Martin, try and sit in this one here.
gear.
They're not going to interact with you unless we be 100% quiet. To see, watch this. Spirits off this tomb. 65 bodies were found in here. Can you say hello to us, Philip, Martin, and Joe? Come on. We come and love joy. We come and love joy and respect in this tomb today. Does any spirits want to try and communicate with us? Come on. Oh. That's battery. It's actually drawing the battery out of it. See that? Is that a spirit? Is that a spirit around the millimeter?
There's a
What happened here in this tomb? Life After Life said they heard the name Joe. Do you like Joe? Spirits? Is there any spirits here who wish to try and communicate with us? Come on. Come on. Okay, well, too. Do you speak Irish? Okay, well, too. Jigwid? Jigwid?
we go.
Spirits, can you try and... You need to try and be stronger. Try and communicate with us, please. Can you try and be bit more stronger and try and communicate with us a bit better?
Or
Come on.
we
What's your message? Try and use all your strength inside you and try and communicate with us. Come on. You need to try and come out. Yeah, come on, talk. Yes. Come and talk to us.
I like
For real?
Yes, for real, yes. Come on.
I said video.
Can you come and talk to us? Can you speak to me?
Right?
Demonic?
Okay. What?
I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to try and communicate with you.
What?
We are paranormal investigators, researching in evidence in the afterlife. Spirits. App, and we do EVP readings in here because it's so quiet. Have you a message for the last time, or no, the second last time on our Spirit Wheel app? What's your message? Come on. Oh. Oh. That's it. Touch it again, please. Come forward. That's the millimeter lighting up there. Thank you. Come forward more, please. Touch that device. It'll go different colours. Come on. Yes, just touch the millimeter. Touch the red lights. Thank you. Why? Because you can try and communicate with us, please. Can you touch it again? Thank you. It's time to try and communicate with us. Touch the aerial spirits. Come on. And again. Can you touch the other device now? Oh. It's draining the battery, look. See it, Joe? Yep. It's draining the battery completely out of it. I'm going to let it drain the battery because we have other batteries there anyway. Go on, drain it all out. Drain all the energy out of that battery. Go on. Go on, keep going. Drain it all out. Go on. Drain it all out. Drain it all out. Go on. Drain it all out of the millimeter. Go on. Thank you. No, can you move on to the millimeter now? The RAM pod. Come over to this device. You're starting to play with that one. Come play with this one. Come on. Play with this one. Come on, play with that one. Come on. Who is the spirit that's playing with our devices? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? What is your name? Can you give me your name? Like a beaver name. Body. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name, spirit? It's really ripping off Jordan, isn't it?
Afterwards.
How many spirits here in this tomb? This tomb. Is there a child here? Is there kids in this tomb? Just going to change that battery, guys, because they've drained the battery out of it. So I'm just going to get Joe to hold that for a second. So, what we're going to do for a minute, I'm going to change the battery in that. And what we're going to do is I am going to put on the spirit box, I'm going to turn it down. And I'm going to put on the ramp, the Paratex app. So I'm going to let the Paratex run while I put a new battery into that, guys. So I'm going to put a Paratex on. So I'm going to ask Martin to be quiet now for 2 minutes as well, trying not to move. I'm going to let the Paratex app. Everybody knows how the Paratex app works. So we're going to put on the Paratex app. I'm going to let us scan for a few. So it's scanning away. Good evening, spirits. Please use the device known as the Paratex app to communicate with us now, please. Please try and communicate with us, please. Quest. Our quest today is trying to communicate with the paranormal field in relation to Fort Knox 2. Lap. Come on, try and speak to us for a few minutes. You just hold that in your hand, don't press any buttons. And we're just going to let you work away there, guys, for a second while I put new batteries in on the millimeter.
Sacrilege.
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 What happened here, spirits? What happened in here? What happened in here, spirits? Come on, sacrilege. What are they in relation to Kevin? What are they trying to say? Martin? Sacrilege.
Sacrilege.
Yes. So they said the word sacrilege. So let them work away for a minute.
Sacrilegious, like some act was done. Like
Yeah, just put it
Victor.
up. Yeah,
Victor.
yeah. Victor, the door's not locked in here. Just put the door. So anybody, Joe is just going out for a cigarette. So if you hear a big bang, that is Joe. Just open up the door. Just change it in the battery.
Rolling straight.
Huh?
It's rolling straight.
Yeah. You talk away. You ask the question there, Martin, while I can do this.
Who's Victor?
Ground.
On the ground.
Might do.
My two.
Me too.
You talk away there. Just stand there. So people can hear.
You might do what?
Keep talking, Martin. Keep talking. If you don't start talking, they won't communicate with you.
Instead.
Instead of what?
Kate.
Kate? Is there a Kate here? Yeah, Kate.
Yeah, keep talking.
Reason.
And what is the reason?
Keep talking to them. Spirits.
Before.
Ask them, was this a family home?
Was this a family home before? It's insane. It's a burial site.
Yeah. Was this a burial site or a home?
Farming people used it as a burial site.
Hmm. Keep talking, Martin. Keep talking, Martin. Keep talking. Anything at all. Keep
Yell.
Yeah. You want us to yell, do you?
You need to keep corresponding to Martin.
Yep.
Because you lose them. Just keep talking, Martin. That's all you have to do. Just keep talking.
Go on ahead then, yell. Let us know you're here.
30.
30 spirits here, is there?
You battery gone in? Right. Let's go in. Good evening, spirits. My name is Philip. Panel. Spirits. Is there any spirits here located in this tomb? Come forward.
Thermal.
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 Come on, spirits. Try and communicate me a bit better. Come on.
You need thermal onion here. It's freezing. Jesus Christ, look. It's the camera on that, is it?
Yeah.
Fear.
Fear. No, we're not fear. Do you fear us?
That's in your battery.
Ava has my phone fucked. It's only after coming up early.
Look.
Can you see us here, folks? The REM pod is going off.
Seen it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Turn up, Martin. Turn down, turn down. What's the time? Just turn down, Martin. Who are the spirits that are trying to interact with the RAM pod? Who are you? What is your name? Who's activating the RAM pod off? Who are you?
Oil.
Oil.
Yeah, Chris, I know it is funny. Every time, somebody always rings in the middle of something. Life after life saying, asking to stop the REM pod.
Great.
Oh, is it great, is it?
Okay, we locked it off now. Hi, spirits. I reset the RAM pod up again and the millimeter. Can you redo it again? Can you go around the RAM pod and try and touch them again? Can you do this for me?
Walk.
Walk? Are you saying you're walking around us?
There's something walking around you.
Are you walking around us in this tomb known as Fort Knox tomb in 1940? Released. Do you need help crossing over? We are paranormal investigators. Martin called,
Call for an apple tart and tea. Tea would be nice now, thank you.
asked him to, I'm trying to see, Afterlife, so never putting a message up there, just going to try and get it. Asked him to stop the REM pod. So the REM pod is stopped.
7,
Is there 7 spirits with us right now? Is there 7 spirits with us right now in this tomb known as Fort Knox tomb? Come around
X.
now.
X.
X.
Is that good or bad? Is that X for yes?
fear me.
No, I
Fear
don't
me.
fear you.
We don't fear anybody. Martin's phone might affect the sensitivity in the equipment.
Turn it off then, will I?
Yeah, turn it off. Spirits off the tomb, come forward, please. My name is Philip. I am a paranormal investigator researching the history of Ireland. We are today known as the Fort Knox tomb, located in Omeath,
Pet.
in Ireland. In 1940, there was 65 bodies found inside this tomb. 65 people were found in here. Women, kids, and children. Spirits off this
Green
tomb.
flash.
Spirits off this tomb. Can you give us some sign that the spirits...
5,
5. Are you saying we have 5 spirits inside this tomb right now speaking to us? If this is true, go to the red light, touch the red light, and activate it like you did a couple of seconds ago. Just like what I'm going to show you, spirits.
quest.
Quest, yes, it's a quest. Do this. Come on, spirits, touch these devices like this. Come around and touch them like this. That's all you have to do. Touch these devices, spirits. Please don't be afraid of us at any time. We come with love, joy, and respect.
Lamb.
Lamb. Lamb.
Lamb.
Lamb.
Lamb of God.
Spirits, can you give me a number of how many spirits are in the tomb with us right now? How many spirits are
Your
actually...
soul.
Your soul.
Get Philip to read my text. Carby Cross said there.
Okay. Your soul. No, you can't have my soul. What do you want my soul for? Carpy Chris. Get Philip to read my text and go back to Carpy's Chris. Everybody place the palms of your hands.
Green.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Tell them to use the energy to communicate.
Look at this. Look at this. Straight away, Joe, again, look. Look at this. Ripping off.
Yep.
Bang.
Look at this.
What to say, what?
In the passes
Yeah.
and the 3 recesses.
Yeah.
The bottom
7.
compound.
What was it?
Yeah.
So, all right.
In them 3 recesses.
Okay.
We made it all
Yeah.
up. So
Yeah.
some of them were bad and some of them were cremated.
Okay, Joe.
Chloe.
Chloe's coming through. What you're going to ignore, just going to turn on the paratext app a minute. We're just going to concentrate on the paratext. Joe has just found a bit of history about the tomb.
We live.
That's very strong. Very, very strong. Look at that. Ripping off. Absolutely ripping off in the tomb. Look at this. Everybody's palm your hands on the wall, says Carpy Chris. We're going to read Carpy's Chris. Let everybody watch. Everybody put the palms off your put the palms off your hands on the wall and tell them to use your energy and communicate. Let's do that.
What's wrong with Dan? He's feeling like it's pure rock.
Okay, so we're going to do that. Joe, just put your hand on any part of the wall.
Yeah.
So we're doing that, guys, as we speak. We're putting our hands on the wall. Martin, you put your hand on the wall as well.
Yeah.
Spirits, we have our hands on our walls and we're trying to communicate. Please use our energy to our palms of our hands and try and communicate with us, please. Draw as much energy out of me if you can, but please leave me up for Caroline tonight. I need a bit of energy for Caroline. Don't draw all my energy out of me. Use the energy inside Joe. Use the energy inside Philip. Use the energy inside Martin. And try and communicate with us, please.
Rebel.
What does it say? Rebel.
Trouble.
Trouble.
What's your message? Come forward. Don't use all my energy.
Wedge.
And you're going to need some energy for Caroline later on.
What's a wrench?
Come forward.
Van.
Information about this place. Margaret, just put that on the rock.
Yep.
Just bear with me, guys, a minute. No, just leave it alone the way it is. And it's going to turn around the camera here. And Joe has found a bit of history about this place. So we'll turn around the camera. Turn around the camera. Come on, camera. Turn around. Turn around. There we go. Turn around. Right. So we're going to turn around the camera. Joe is just after finding in some information about Fort Knox Hill. So Joe, just give me 2 seconds now and we'll try and get a bit of light on you. And there you go. Is that too bright, Joe?
No.
Joe, tell the folks at home what you're only after reading outside. You found a bit more information.
In the passage and the 3 recesses
Yeah.
that you showed, were the buried place, and that was bodies. The bodies were found.
So the trees.
Some were cremated, some were unburned.
So unburned.
Whatever that means.
So
Unburned.
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 Unburned. So just
So
thrown
they
in
were
there.
buried.
They were just buried. So the tree.
Some cremated. Yeah.
So some of the bodies. So there were 65 bodies found here. They cremated some of the 65 bodies in here. They're just saying.
Yeah.
And the 3 outlets here. The 3 outlets.
The bodies were in there as well.
So the bodies were actually. So let me try.
And in the found here.
All right. So
In the passageway. And
yeah. Keep going.
there was passes and beads, as you said, in them recesses.
All right. So
And beads and
okay.
gravel.
So let me try and explain to you what Joe is trying to say. Joe is trying to tell you that the outlets here. I have to turn around the lights again. Okay, so let's do this. So Joe is trying to tell you that there was 65 bodies in here. So let's show you where what Joe is trying to tell you. So in here we have outlets, okay? So this is an outlet here, okay? So these are recesses.
Recesses.
So the bodies were found in these,
That were probably
yeah.
up, you know.
Built up.
And
So
found in there,
right.
in here.
So this is one of the areas here where they found bodies. So maybe if I do an EVP session in here, so the bodies were found in here and sealed up. So there were tombs, in other words,
Yeah,
Jojo. So,
yeah.
so that would have been a tomb 1.
Yeah.
So the bodies were found in here. So let's have a look at tomb number 2. So this is another tomb. So that would have been another tomb, and there would have been a big stone here, and the bodies were found inside these.
An ancient mausoleum.
Let's say that again.
Like a mausoleum.
Yeah. And what did you say? What did you say?
Gotta be, no, I'm only saying.
Yeah.
Gotta be buried standing up, not lying.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Right, so let's go, and then we have another one here.
Yeah.
So maybe Joe, see the 2 seats here. If you relax there, and I'll go do an EVP session here. I'll sit here, and we'll get you guys to sit there. And what we'll do is yourself and Joe sit there. And what I'll do is I'm going to do an EVP. I'm going to do an EVP session right here, guys. Let me turn around the camera. Let me turn around the camera again. Let's turn around the camera again. The camera, for some reason, is very slow. Turn around to me. So there. Okay, so there we go. Please put Rampod in there, Phil. So Carpy Chris is looking for, after Joe's telling us the story, Carpy Chris is looking for the Rampod to put in one of these tombs. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put the Rampod in the tomb in here beside me, and I'm going to do an EVP session here. So we're going to ask everybody to sit down and be quiet in a couple of seconds. But I never have any luck with EVPs. So we're going to be quiet now. We haven't Caroline with us, so maybe we might have some chance, because every time Caroline comes, she's always laughing. So let's try it. Okay, let's try an EVP session here. So I'm going to put the Rampod in here, where they found the bodies. Okay, Rampod is in. Okay, there's the Rampod in the stove. You can see it. We call it the stove. It's not probably named to call it a stove, I suppose. So you can see it there. There is the Rampod in the little cellar. We call it a cellar. It's better than calling it a stove, because stoves is for cooking them. So let's do it. We'll do 2 more sessions here, guys, and then we're going to wrap it up, because we have another castle to go to. So we'll do an EVP session up here. And I'm going to sit here for a second. And as you can see me here, I'm sitting outside the tomb. So as Joe was saying, there was three tombs in here. We're actually sitting inside the tomb known as Fort Knox tombs. That's the millimeter going off the far side now. So this is one tomb here. We have the rampart sitting inside it. So what Joe was saying, maybe the bodies were found in the tombs. There's three tombs, and that's the rampart is actually, the millimeter is actually going off the far side of the tomb now at the moment.
We're in the recess, so we're buried here along the passageway.
Along the passageway. So they found, the millimeter is actually, so
Some of them on bone, some of them were buried.
yeah. So let's do an EVP session. You could let that, they're actually just training they're playing with the device over there at the moment. You can hear it going off. Trying to fix the microphone in this. So we're going to reset this and we're going to do an EVP session here. They've actually drawn the battery out of that one out too, Kevin. Or Mark, look at that.
See that?
They've drawn the battery out of the millimeter and we're only after changing the battery there a couple of minutes ago. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on. We're going to ask everybody to be very, very quiet now. Martin, what I want you to do, Martin, is to try and knock that off over there for a minute because it won't be here to any EVPs. So we're going to right, Martin, knock off. Just bring that device over. That's only a bumblebee. Just bring that light over here to me, Martin. Just 1 second, guys, now. Just knock that off. Now, Martin, I'm going to ask you to sit down with Joe. Okay. Just knocking off this device here, guys, in a minute, so I want it to interact with us. So, Martin and Joe, no footsteps, or the EVP session will not work. So let's try and do an EVP session and see does it work. I have never getting any luck in it, and we won't be able to start our EVP until we get complete silence in here. Not even a budge. So let's do an EVP session, take one in. Philip, I found, I'll look at Life After Life. I have to go back to Life After Life. He's only after sending a message there. Let's go back into Samantha's message. Philip, I found that it's gone again. Okay, your message is gone and I don't know how to get them back. There's three devices, I don't want to knock it off. So anyway, let's do an EVP session here and we'll try and be as quiet as we can and we'll try not move the wire. I think Life After Life was saying try not to move the wire as well. So let's try an EVP session, see does it work, see can we pick up anything on it, and we turn up the volume as well and see can we get any response. I'm sitting outside the tomb. The red light you see behind me is actually the device of the rampart. EVP session, take one in the tomb known as Fort Knox tomb. In 1940, there was 65 bodies found inside this tomb. If there's any spirits in this tomb right now that wish to communicate with me, please try and come around me and try and speak into the device I have in my hand. Even if it's only a blow, a knock, anything to relation, you can speak to me. If you can come in and turn and activate that red light as well, I would appreciate it. Spirits, I'm going to give you 20 seconds to respond and see can you correspond back to me. Come around me, spirits, and speak into the device I have in my hand. You can hear a pin dropping here. So let's play that back now. So let's play it back and see what we got in it. So we're going to play it back so you can see it. So let's play back. Seen behind me is actually the device of the rampart. EVP session, take one in the tomb known as Fort Knox tomb. In 1940, there was 65 bodies found inside this tomb. If there's any spirits in this tomb right now that wish to communicate with me, please try and come around me and try and speak into the device I have in my hand. Even if it's only a blow, a knock, anything in relation, you can speak to me. If you can come in and turn and activate that red light as well, I would appreciate it. Spirits, I'm going to give you 20 seconds to respond and see can you correspond back to me. Come around me, spirits, and speak into the device I have in my hand. You can hear a pin dropping here. So let's play that back now. No. Ireland, no points. So nothing in that. So absolutely not even a bang in it. So I never have any good luck with the EVPs. So what we're going to do is Matt TUK is just after joining us. Good evening, Matt. How I don't know where you were with us from the beginning, but Matt, where we're located. Hello, Matt TUK. Can't stay long, but thought I would pop in. Thanks, Matt, for popping in. Please watch this back. This is called Fort Knox tomb, located in County Meath in Republic of Ireland. It's a tomb located in a farmer's field back in 1940. The farmer was ploughing in his land and he came across a few hills. So they rang the OPW up in Dublin and they got the archaeologist team to investigate the area of this place back in 1940. This is a tomb called Fort Knox tomb. When they found this tomb and they entered the tomb, they found 65 bodies located in this tomb. And there's 3 outlets beside me. There's 1 and 2 and 3. And let's just show you, Math, where we're talking about. And we'll just explain to you again. So there's 3 tombs in here. So that is 1 tomb. You can see all the carving, the carving in the stones. And you can see the rampart is sitting in one of them at the moment. And the story goes, which Joe was saying, that the bodies, when the team came to investigate this place, that the bodies were found in each one of these located in the tombs. So that's 1 tomb. And here is another tomb here where you can see the stones. They all have carvings on it, created for something. And you can see all the tombs in here. Let's actually stand inside of them. And you can see little outlets in here. Is actually people used to pop down here, like little tombs to me. There were maybe little tombs. So that is 1. And we have another one here, and that's 3. So they are the 3 tombs. And each tomb has an access way into it. You can see it up here. Each tomb has a little access way they can get into it from here. So there's a bit of great history here, Math. And if you can see it there, you can see where all the people, if they did sleep in here, we're just going to give a guided tour from left to right before we finish up. You can see there, you can see where the people would have slept back in the heyday, up in this area up here. And you can see where the roof is made. You can see the outlets as well. Absolutely amazing spot. And they found 65 people actually buried in here. So do you know, so let's show you outside as well, and we'll walk back in and we'll do one more spirit box session. So let's walk out here and look at the carvings on the rocks here. Okay, amazing. Beautiful spot. And as you're walking here, there's actually a big tub here. I actually don't know what that is. You can see it's like a little cast iron big box, and there's a big key and a lock on it as well. How old is it? It goes back, it goes back. This place goes back to 2000 BC. Believe it or not, goes back to 2000 BC. So let me show you what it looks like from here. Absolutely amazing spot. And I can't understand how we're able to get coverage in a tomb. So let's go out here and we'll show you what it's like. And we'll open this big steel door as well. Open this big steel door. They have it all locked off to the public. And that's what it looks like when you're coming into it as well. So let's go out here and we'll show you what it looks like during the day. No harm to take a little break from it. So it goes back. Let me show you guys. The show goes back. So it goes back to Let me see, it goes back to 3000 and BC to 2500 BC. That's how far it goes back. So let me show you guys there. See there, Joe, goes back to 3000 BC and 2500 BC. So it shows you there that is what it looks like inside. And there is the Fort Knox, the face stone. Actually, you're right, Joe, it's the face stone is actually on the left hand stone. It shows the face stone coming in onto the left hand side. You can see it there. So this place was called Fort Knox. That is the countryside. You can see they're still ploughing today. And up there, Joe, there's actually another tomb, but I don't know how to get into it. See the white sign there? And there's another sign there. It shows you another sign. But that's what the tomb looks like during the day. What time are we? Anybody got the time?
Hey,
Because what I want to do is I want to have a look at the other castle up. So let me show you what it looks like up here. Right, so we'll be finishing up here in about 20 minutes, and we'll be going live in another location in about 20 minutes. Another castle up now. It's back down again, so we're back again. So I'm standing right up on top of the tomb now. So here we go. Absolutely amazing view, isn't it, guys? So if you could see up there to the right hand side of me, right behind me where I am pointing, up there, there's actually another tomb up there as well. There's actually 2 more tombs, but I don't think we're able to get at them. I think they're disclosed. They're going underground. There's actually 2 more just there to the right of that tree. You can see it. There's actually 2 more tombs up there. So we're just going to show you one more time, and we'll do one more spirit box session down the thing. So it's actually, but it's great to be able to get coverage, isn't it? So it's absolutely amazing place, especially when you can get coverage. Definitely going to come back here again. So let's walk down the tubs. So last chance, Martin. Anything you'd like to say to anybody before we do one more spirit box?
hey, see you in the next video.
Kevin, Joe.
See you the next time. Until here.
I'm not finished yet, guys. I do want to do one more spirit box. I'm going to walk around here and show you what it looks like, what the tomb looks like. We'll be going down the road to the left hand side where there's another castle, and I have to bring back the key to this fort. Just going to walk around and show you what it looks like. All the way around. Just going to knock that off as well. Someone coming trying to text. So there we go. We're going to walk around here as well. All the way around. And that is the tomb. So let's go in and we'll finish off with one more spirit box session. And then we'll say goodbye to you guys. Martin and Kevin are going to go up the road where there's another castle up here to the right hand side. Martin and Kevin are going to go up there to that one. Martin and Joe are going to drive up here. Just let me finish off one more spirit box session and then we'll move on. So let's go back in here. Let's turn up the light and we'll do one more spirit box session inside. So let's go into the tomb. Here we go.
Thanks in here, don't it?
Nice and slowly. So Joe was saying, yes, Joe.
Yeah, no, it's calm. That's it. That's what we give it out there.
Yeah.
They're actually going to open and close that one.
Yeah. Let's finish off with one more spirit box session and then we're going to finish it off, guys. And because what I'm going to do is before I hand back the key to the lady, yeah, it's all over. But Joe's just find something else. Do 1 second, guys.
Yeah. Go on, the lights. Put the light away from it.
Yeah, you can see it there. Yeah.
No. Ah, we're into it.
Yeah. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one more spirit box session before we move on. Martin, will you just take one seat for the last time before we go over, and so to Joe. And we're going to do one more spirit box session here. I'm going to get that RAM pod there behind you, Martin, as well. Yeah. I guess we're going to relax. We're going to put that back where it was. So we're going to do one more spirit box session here. I'm going to point it towards the RAM pod, and then we're going to finish us. This is our last spirit box session before we move on. Just going to turn around the camera as well, And then Joe and Martin are going to go to the other castle, and I'll meet. It's going to be pitch black for a minute. So this is our last spirit box session before we move on. So let's go. It's Blackwing Paranormal. So I'm getting very confused who is there. Martin is here. You know who I am, Philip. And Joe is here, and Joe is Caroline's father. So we have Martin and Joe and myself, Philip. So Joe is Caroline's dad. So we brought Caroline's dad here today. So we're going to refresh the spirit box for the last time before we move on. And we're going to see, can we pick it up on this? And that's where we're going to end. We're going to end it up on that. So for the last time in Fort Knox, we're going to try and get the spirits to communicate with us. And it's not working right. Just 1 second, guys. I'm going to ask Martin now to try and be as quiet as he can because it will not work. So we're just going to try and get a Cromwell spirit box. Just trying to upload the spirit box as we speak. And let's see, can we get it going? So we're just going to refresh the spirit box. Just be patient for me for a minute. So here we go. It's just not loading to. It's not loading to the spirit box for some reason. It should be. For some reason, it's not loading to the spirit box. But just going to knock it off and probably turn it back on again. There we go. And now we're working. So, for the last time tonight, let's go back to the spirit wheel app. Good evening, spirits. Spirits of Fort Knox tomb. For the last time tonight, would you like to say anything to Joe, Martin, or Philip? Come forward. No. It just doesn't want to work with us. It's playing games with us. Look at that. Just won't connect, Joe. I'm just going to have to refresh it again, guys. It just won't connect to the spirit box. Just give me a second. We'll try it again. We're loaded now. Good evening, spirits. Come forward, please. For the last time tonight. What's your message?
all the time.
What's your message? Spirits of this tomb. Fort Knox tomb. Have you a message to tell us before we go? Can you speak to us? Last time before we go? What's your message? Revenge. Is it?
Yes.
Revenge. Are you looking for revenge? Did you see the word revenge?
More.
Did you say the word revenge?
Now this.
Was this a burial ground? Was this a burial ground back in 1940?
At least on a
Come on.
Green flash.
Who is the green flash? Who are you? Do not. What? Come on. What are you trying to say to me?
He's
Come on.
Really?
Billy? Is Billy with us?
he wants.
I'm listening. Who are you?
Chain isn't a chain.
Yeah, I know. Who are you? Are you a bad demon? Have we bad demons in here? Have we bad demons in here? Come on, for the last time, last chance.
Like when I'm saying, don't do it once. Huh? Don't do it once.
Billy, what do you want? What do you want, Billy? Billy, are you here? Yes or no? Billy, are you here with me?
The cover.
Billy, is Billy here? Billy, can you say Philip? Say my name, Philip. Come on. I'm going to knock it off. If you don't say Philip, I'm knocking this device off. Say Philip. Say Philip. All that energy, say the word Philip. Right. So guys, that is the spirit box. What I want to do is, before I move on, I would like to take the opportunity to tell everybody thank you for joining us on this stream. We enjoyed it. It was absolutely amazing to do, even to try to get coverage in here. We enjoyed it. It's known as Fort Knox Tomb. We really enjoy it. Martin enjoyed it, and I'd say Joe really enjoyed it as well. It was something different. We all enjoyed it. Now, come in here, Joe, a second. So, what we want to do, guys, is what I want to do, guys, there's another castle up the road here, and I'm going to get Martin and Joe to hop in the car, and they're going to drive up into the car, and you're going to check it out, okay? It's up here on the left-hand side. Just go driving straight on.
Straight, the road will come in the entrance.
No. That direction.
Right.
I keep going straight on. It's on the left-hand side.
Right.
And just stay there, and I'll be with you in a couple. Right. Going to drop back to the key to the landlady that owns the farm here. It's called Fort Knox Tomb. If you only joined us, please watch back. It's actually an amazing spot. And what I want to do as well, guys, is I want a message for Blackwing Paranormal. Blackwing, I have a message for you. Please go back on Carpy Chris Special Bits. It's a clip that we did in what's the name of that castle we were in, Martin?
Hey, Cromwell,
no, the castle.
Hey,
Myra Castle. We're actually
Castle.
Right. Blackwing, I want you to have a look. We went Myra Castle. We did a paranormal investigation in Myra Castle, and the response we got on the spirit box was absolutely amazing. We got really dark reaction in the spirit box. We have it recorded live. If you go back on our channel, you will see Carpy Chris Special Bits from Myra Castle. It goes on for about 5 minutes. Please watch it back and tell me what you think of the spirit box. So before we move on, we are going to go live hopefully tonight in a special occasion. We'll probably go to Oliver Plunkett's house. We need to get home and charge up all our devices if we are going to go live tonight. We want Joe and Martin to go back to the castle. If we have time, and if we can go live, we'll show you. And if we think it's worth going live, we'll go live. So it's goodbye from Martin.
Goodbye.
Goodbye from Joe. Joe, do you like
Goodbye.
it?
Yeah.
And it's goodbye from me. And we'll see you live tonight. So thank you very much for joining us. And we'll see you very soon. No point Martin going home because we'll have dinner. Okay, so goodbye guys. We hope you enjoyed our live stream in Fort Knox. We're probably the only paranormal investigating team that do deliver real history. This place is amazing, and it's great to get the coverage. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you very soon. So goodbye from me, goodbye from Joe, goodbye from Martin, and we'll see you soon.
Birdie see
actually found a song to play it here now.
Sunshine waters are sleeping, but the broken-hearted kids, there is something spring
So here's our goodbye song, guys.
again.
Enjoy it. It's called
And I got off my little part of the show now with a little song that Johnny sings, and this little song called A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, and it goes something like this.
Right, Joe, you ready? Here we
Door
go.
open there, lads.
Make sure that door's open.
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Oh, hi diddle diddle, they can't on a piddle all over the kitchen floor. The little dog laughed to see such fun, so they can't on a little bit more. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Oh, Jack and Jill went up the hill for to fetch a pail of water. Jill came down with a half a crown and it wasn't for carrying water. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Oh, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jumped over the candlestick. Silly boy, he should have jumped higher. Goodness gracious, big balls of fire. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Right, listen to this bit, guys.
Oh, Mary had the little lamb, her daddy shot it dead. Now she brings the lamb to school between two bits of bread. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Right, listen to this one.
Is the door open there,
It
lads?
says it's open.
Because this is the last one and this is the naughty one.
Oh, there was a young nun called Vera who wouldn't let anyone near her. But a crafty old monk got into her bunk and now she's a mother superior. Oh, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
And I say home, God bless. Thank you.
So good night, folks, and we hope we'll go live in half an hour. We hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed it, and we see you on our next live stream. Thanks very much for watching. This place is absolutely amazing. It's called Fort Knox Tomb. We hope you enjoyed it. We did, and we see you on our next live. So hopefully you see us in about an hour or two's time. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you soon. Please like and share. And we are a paranormal investigating team that do things a bit different. We hope you enjoyed it.